That's right, Mpo. In fact, it was around this time in 2016 when this incident happened, and it was all happening where we are, just inside this gate. This is when those over 70 workers, in fact, Mpo, were actually going underground, and when the tragedy struck, and unfortunately the makeshift office or the lamp room in which the three Pretty Nkambula, Solomon Nyarende and Yvonne Mnisi were working in really was swallowed by the ground and has never been recovered. That was after that crown pillar collapsed, Mpo. And of course, there have been so many reports that revealed that, Mpo. The company, that's Vantage Gold, should have done more to prevent that, but they did not. Well, I want to bring in Harry Mazibuko. He's a former mine worker here at a Lily Mine, and he's also been speaking really for the families over the past few years. Harry, thank you so much for your time. It was around this time when everything unfolded here in Lily Mine 6 years ago.
Yes, exactly. It was almost the very same time when it happened. I think this time, 8 o'clock, for me personally, it wasn't yet clear as to what happened really, because only I've heard was just sound. And where the sound was coming from was a dark cloud of dust or smoke that we could not see. But after that has cleared, we can see the sinkhole, and we have seen that the container is normal, not knowing at that point in time that we have lost one of ours, you see.
There were 78, if my memory serves me right, there were about 78 mine workers that were also going underground at that time, and many of them were recovered. Life has been hard for them as well.
Yes, exactly, but the exact number was 76, and it's amazing that the three that are still trapped, they were working on surface. They are the ones usually who used to wave us be safe, because underground is not safe, to be fair and honest, you see, because anything can happen at any time, you see. Unfortunately, the ones who were underground, the 76, it has been managed for them to be rescued. Unfortunately, for the three who were on surface, those are the ones who went underground.
Harry, the families are now here outside the mine, hoping to go inside. Tell me, what is going to happen from now?
You see, at this day, I believe that all the authorities, including the mine management and the business rescue practitioners, they should have take care of the families, especially on this date. Unfortunately, now it's past 8, so there's no clearance as to whether we're going to be allowed in. But we followed the processes. The business rescue practitioners have got an email confirming to the security management that allow these people. Our names has been submitted, but unfortunately we're still standing here.
Okay, what's the aim of going inside? I know you've been going inside religiously on this day, but for a person who does not know what you guys want to do inside, just take us through what you want to go and do inside.
Yes, today it's about our cultures, our traditions, our religions, our beliefs. You see, the families, you see, we know the people that they are there. So spiritually, so you see, there's this connection, there's this a positive feeling that, you know, we are close to them, they can hear us, that let us fight this together. We need to find you. We are not resting up until we find you, but it looks like we are going to be allowed in, demoralized, because now we are waiting, not knowing for what are we waiting for, because permission has been granted. I believe that it has been done again deliberately, just to frustrate us. And I don't know what is the sin of the family by saying that they need their loved ones, even if they are no more, to bury them in dignity.
Harry Mazibuko, thank you so much. I see there's also children, and I understand it's the children of some of the women that are buried down there. Harry Mazibuko, thank you so much for your time. He's been speaking for the families, and he's the former mine worker as well here in Lily Mine. Mpo, I think we can't overemphasize this, that, you know, at some point, I remember, Mpo, you know, 3 days reporting onto this story and looking into the rescue mission at the time, and, you know, the rescuers were saying that they can still hear, the signs of life. And a week into that, they were telling us that the signs of life were slowly fading. And the families and some of the community members would actually sit exactly where you're seeing those families are sitting at the moment. They were praying and trying to gather strength as to also to encourage one another, not to give up hope. And of course, today, they're waiting outside this mine, saying that they want to be allowed inside and that a permission was given. They don't understand where the delay is.